somebody used to say.
Hey guys, so the whole purpose of this tutorial today is just to give you some ideas for a simple date night look. In my experience and in my conversations that I've had with guys, the majority of them prefer that makeup look where, you know, you spent like an hour getting ready, but you can't tell. It looks like you spent less than 10 minutes getting ready. This look is basically an optical illusion, giving the impression that you're a simple, easygoing girl that doesn't care too much about how she looks because she's naturally pretty, but she wants to make sure she looks good for the guy that she's with. You don't have to use the exact products that I use, of course, and you don't have to take every step that I take in this tutorial. You can just pick and choose the things that work for you. So this is one of those looks that you can just use it as a base, and you can either tone it down or step it up if you're going on like a nighttime date or something and you wanted a little bit more of a smoky eye than I did today. You could totally do that. So if you want to see how to get this look, then keep on watching. Regardless of what makeup look I'm wearing, I like to start out with this First Aid Beauty Eye Duty Triple Remedy Eye Cream, and it comes out in a salmon color, so it color corrects the dark circles under my eyes, and it has this metal tip as the applicator, so it's nice and cool on your eyes. It feels really nice, especially first thing in the morning. And then I have been loving this Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer. This has been around forever, but I just recently tried it for the first time, and I love it. It gives you like a sheer coverage, but still makes you look really nice and evened out. And you can apply it with your hands, and it doubles as skincare and foundation, so it's awesome. Then I'm going to take my favorite under eye concealer, the Urban Decay Naked Skin, and I use the shade Light Neutral, and I like to blend it out with a damp sponge. It just gives it a natural look. And since it's summertime, we cannot neglect our bronzer. This is the Nars Laguna liquid bronzer. You have to shake it really well to make sure that the pigment and the liquid don't separate. And I like to apply this with the rounder end of my beauty sponge also, and I just take one single little squirt on the back of my hand, and that's all I need for my entire face. And this isn't like quicker and it doesn't take longer than normal bronzer. It just looks really nice with the sponge blending it on. It just looks a lot more natural, so I've been loving it. And then another bronzer that I love for the summer is the Soleil Tan de Chanel, and it's a cream bronzer, just another selection that I've been loving. And then I'm going to set my under eyes with my MAC Blot Powder. Just a nice lightweight translucent powder. And I can't not contour my nose anymore. I prefer the way that it looks when it's contoured. It makes it look slimmer and more even. So I always like to throw a little nose contour on there, even if I'm wearing really light makeup like today. And I apply it with a small brush and then blend it out with a larger one. And from a blush, I'm taking ColourPop Birthday Suit. I love this shade. All you have to do is just take your finger. Wouldn't recommend a brush because you won't get enough color on the brush because of the formula that this is, but just tap it on with your finger and then once it's actually on your skin, then just blend it out with a brush a little bit. Next, I'm taking Prosecco Pop for my highlight, and this Makeup Forever brush is like, whoa, super heavy duty as far as picking up product, and so I'm just taking a tiny bit on my brush and then kind of evenly distributing it around my face before I actually start blending. Otherwise, it'll look like I went way too hard with a highlighter, and then that really will highlight the texture on your skin if you have too much highlighter on, so don't go ham. Then I'm taking a little champagne pop just for the tip of my nose and my Cupid's bow, just because I prefer not to have a yellowy gold highlight on the tip of my nose. And then just going over everything with a clean, fluffy brush. Then if you want to do any eye makeup, just throw on a little eye primer. That's what I'm doing here. And then I'm going to take the shade Soft Peach from Anastasia Beverly Hills. You can tell that I love it. It's a really good transition shade. And so I'm just going to buff this back and forth in my crease just to give a little dimension to my eye area. And then also on the lower lash line. That way it just doesn't look flat in that area. Next, I'm taking the MAC Tan Pigment. This is one of my favorite pigments from MAC. It's a really pretty color. You can make it look dramatic or kind of natural-ish like I'm doing here. And then I like to actually take my sponge, and if you put that under your eye, that will catch the fallout like I'm doing here. That way you don't have any glittery cheeks.
And I will just pack that on my lids with a flat brush, and then just for shits and gigs, I'm going to highlight my inner eye with MAC Shimma Shimma. No, I'm sorry, Makeup Geek Shimma Shimma. Just for the hell of it. Then I'm going to set my entire face with Model in a Bottle. This is the mattifying setting spray. And then for my brows, I did a brow tutorial really recently, so I'm just going to kind of speed through this part, but I use my brow definer from Anastasia. And once I fill in my brows, I'm going to take my ColourPop pencil in the shade Honeydude. Yes, and use that to just clean up the lines, and then go over that with some clear brow gel. Next, I'm going to skip eyeliner, just pop on a little bit of mascara. This is a Sigma Sinuosity Lash. It's the curling formula mascara. And then once I get a coat on my lashes, I'm going to take a metal comb brush. This one is from Real Techniques, and that will just soften everything out and get out all the clumps. I prefer a metal brush. And then for my lashes, totally optional, but I'm taking these lashes from Kiss in the style Shy, of course, and they're human hair, and so they look more natural. Not only that, but they're not very long. They're just kind of adding a little volume to my natural lashes, and it's kind of undetectable to guys. So then I'm just going to block out the color on my lips and take my Stila Water Plumping Lip Primer. This stuff is amazing. It really does plump your lips prior to putting on your lipstick. And then I'm just going to line my lips and fill them in with a nude pencil. This one is from Nix. And then once I line and fill them in completely, I'm going to just go over them with a basic peachy gloss. This is Bellini from Buxom, and I like this formula because it's minty yet vanilla-y. And they have a ton of different shades. There are literally over 100 shades to choose from. And that's everything. Just make sure everything looks even and you're good.
That's it for today, you guys. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up down below and subscribe if you are not subscribed yet. Also, if you'd like, you can follow me on Snapchat at NicoleMW1. I do a lot of quick little makeup reviews and swatches and stuff like that on my Snapchat. But that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.